ready?
Ready. Well, it was a very basic and simple life back then. We used to do a lot of outdoors activities. We used to love fishing, surfing when we had the waves, going to the waterfalls.
When I was around 11 years old, I started surfing. Since then, I got addicted to it. I couldn't stop. I was doing it every day, every single day.
It was first as a hobby, something that we love to do. So we were like waking up early, going at 4:30, 5 a.m., sunrise. That is the love for the sport.
How it began. I just took like a really bad broken board to take some white waters with some of my older friends, and the love for the sport just kept on growing.
Well, I used to walk to Playa Grande, which is like 40 minutes every single day to get there through a national park.
This is where everything began. This was the encounter place for all of the boys. We used to come here either after school. Over there was a tree that fell down. We used to come and climb it and just hang there most of the afternoons. This iconic wave for Montezuman surfers. That was one of my favorite waves when it was working.
We will surf right there where the boats are, because there is a massive wave, but it just shows up when we have over 8-foot, 10-foot waves. And it's actually really nice but it doesn't work every single day.
A friend of my family came into the family and he saw me boogie boarding a little bit, and then he was like, "Ma, you should give it a try with a surfboard." And I was like, I'd never done it before, and I used to stand up on my boogie board, used to ride, and I don't know, I gave it a try with a surfboard, and it actually went really good on the first ride. Waves were amazing that day, and I had so much fun, and from there on I couldn't stop. Got me into it.
The first time I really met the group of friends I have with today, and which actually are my colleagues of work as well, so it's really cool. It was mostly in one meeting that we did in a friend's house. We were very young, maybe like 14. And then that day I had the talk with Maykol, and he kind of challenged me, but I take it more like encouraged me. So it was like a mix of, he was telling me he can surf and I don't. And then next day I want to surf, you know, if I don't commit, as he say, I'm never gonna get there.
The beginning was just like a matter of having fun. I didn't see it so much like a sport. It was just like a daily thing. Spend my days in the water, get completely burned.
Honestly, surfing was not seen as the greatest thing to do.
It was seen like an activity for lazy people. It was seen almost like a taboo here in the country.
I didn't even listen to them. I just wanted to do it because it was so fun, you know?
It was counted with your hands, the amount of people that surf in town. And Maykol was one of those young promises, so I remember he was like my example. I remember my mom got close to him and offered him to pay him $10 per weekend to take care of me in the water. And Maykol didn't charge anything. He just said that I had to grow up, carry my board all the way to the beach, and I was welcome to join him every time that I wanted it. And that's how our friendship started. He was tough. Yeah. Yeah. It was tough at that time, but I appreciate it. That was the only way for me to push my limits, yeah. We used to see magazines, some of the first surfing videos from the area, and we understood that there was a whole world out there and there was an opportunity for us to take it a little bit more serious, and with time that just grew.
One of the instructors is Alejandro, which is one of the, in that time, the young promises from town. I really enjoy it because he had a really crazy energy, but he had so much talent.
I don't know, I feel that that I focus a lot on improving as well as a personal surfer. And I also got like really motivated by competing. Dedication is what it made me good in sport. We push each other so much. I feel what it really like made the difference in our generation, it was the love for the sport. Back then we didn't even have a ride, we didn't even have a car to go surfing, you know.
And back then I think that none of our friends had a board that properly worked for us. We were all using just whatever we had, whatever we got gifted. Sometimes was a board with a broken nose, or with two fins, or fins of different sizes. If there was no leash, there was no leash.
But back then we didn't have much people that it was like motivating us to do that than us, than only us. Yeah, so it was like pure heart, you know, it was pure desire, really wanna like to do good and to improve the best.
When the town started growing, mostly of the tourists that start coming in, they were starting to look more for trying how to surf. Then we started getting hotels, camps, and everything that is surrounded by surfing.
I feel that the first interaction was seeing the group of, I don't know if it was Swedish or Norwegian people at that time coming to surf in Hermosa. Surfing, it was not even an option to have as a career, you know. I was working in Vista de Olas as a bartender. I think it was 2013. After that, I had the opportunity to start coming in to be teaching.
And eventually, when we realized there was a lot of income from surfing, a lot of work for the whole community, so it wasn't seen bad anymore.
At that time, we didn't know where that job is gonna take us.
I never thought that I was going to be like a surf instructor, a surf coach.
And I remember I used to look up the way they work and the fact that it was a really good job for us locals. My friend Lorenzo Wikström told me that I could get close to the camp and talk with Randall Gamboa, which he gave me the opportunity to start working in Lapoint. And at that time I was 16.
Happy birthday! What's for a happy birthday? I know, Merry Christmas, de la vara! So he was in high school from Monday to Friday.
It only has 3 rooms, classrooms. From all of them 3, you can see the ocean. It was as beachfront as it gets.
And then on Saturday, he was coming to complete some of the classes. Maykol was coming.
My life changed completely, yeah. So I remember one day I got a message from Randall. He asked me that if I wanted to try 1 week with them. I say yes. My plan was just to help them for that current week. But after I did it, I find out that I have so much opportunity to grow. And here I am 5 years after.
Alejandro the same, came one day, he was coming, disappeared in 2 weeks, then coming and practicing again.
Oh well, the point for me was definitely a life change because well, I had like some personal stuff that happened through my life, and if it was not because the job that I had, I would like have probably been somewhere else doing stuff that maybe was not that good, or the job and Rhonda, the potential they saw on me, like, helped me a lot.
I wanted all Costa Ricans, locals, native, people from here. I wanted to be able to give the experience and the knowledge of the people of this area. Who is gonna know more than them?
Surfing became a lot more value. The town started involving a lot.
I was looking to have an opportunity to work doing something that we all love and sharing the knowledge that we have in regards of the ocean. To express that surfing is not just what we see in the water, it's the warm-up, it's the stretching after. As soon as I started seeing that that was possible and people were liking that, I realized that there was an opportunity to have that as a career. And at some point, I think all the boys, they were living in the same house and they were working in the same place.
Free yourself.
I was going after surfing or whatever, going home, and I was stopping by the boys' house and it was all of them together. Some of them, they were working here, some others not, that they are all friends and family.
One of the instructors worked here before. He said me, for starting Lapoint surfing, you need to have a lot of experience. I'm start surfing when I have 9 years old. I'm start competing when I have like 12 years something, and I compete 7 years national tournaments, and I have the opportunity to go to Peru and Panama to represent in Costa Rica. I say I have experience and I can work in Lapoint surfing. And one time I go to the beach in Playa Carmen to surf. Randall, my boss of Lapoint now, he do the warm-up with all the students, have the t-shirts of Lapoint and the red one. And I'm looking and I say, one time I want to work in this camp. I know I am a woman, but I can start working. Why not? So one time Randall come with me and say, Arisha, I want to talk with you. You wanna work in Lapoint surf in Costa Rica? And I say yes.
Always I surf in Playa Hermosa. I was there surfing one day. I meet with Randall. Randall, he was there. He saw me that always I was surfing there. And then one day he asked me if I want to work with Lapoint. And I said, yeah, I would like to try. Before I started here in Lapoint, my English was have nothing. I don't know nothing about English. I feel it's going to get better and better every day.
All of us, I feel that we have been improving the English by being here and speaking every day.
As we said before, we don't travel that much, but there is so much people coming in here, and by having these people from all the parts of the world, it gives us like these little glimpses of their energy, of their way of being over there, and it's like feeling that you are traveling all the time.
And as much as you can teach someone a whole week something, you are taking a lot from them. And I think to have the impact to meet people from the whole world without having to move from my town, I really can appreciate it.
This is something that we all have been building. It doesn't matter if it's surf instructor or if it's a housekeeping staff team member or if it's a kitchen staff member, maintenance, security guard. We have been building a great family. Every single team member in this place to understand who we are, to understand the responsibility that we have in Santa Teresa.
By the town growing, to the people to be a little bit more protective when it comes about the trash situation, the black water stuff, those things could be treated pretty well.
To take care of these places, I think it's a teamwork in between the Costa Ricans for us to make an easier access to the real etiquette of surfing, for foreigners to come and really see where is an advanced surf spot, where is a beginner surf spot, where to give surf lessons and so on.
Support, I feel that's the minimum thing that we have to do.
We don't want people to stop coming, but we just want people to be concerned and acknowledge where they're traveling and the way that we live here. I think the most important is to keep going in the right way.
We want everybody to enjoy this place since it's our home, and we would like to protect it for ourselves and for everybody that is going to be coming in the future, since it's going to be their homes too.
Within the last years, I've realized that our team, it's so united that we see each other like a family. We really have our backs in every single way possible.
and I appreciated a lot the boys and the boss.
Lapoint has gave me a lot of stability for me to be more calm, that I can live out of what I love and in a really lovely way with people I love.
And it's something that I've been feeling great with it. I don't really want to change it, you know, it's all I like to do. And since it's related with the sport that I do, I don't really see it like working, you know, I see it just like a lifestyle.
We see it like if it was, I don't know, like a hanging out time, you know. The team, job, what we do is the best that it can happen to us.
I don't know, I just don't get really stressed when I'm working. I'm just like having fun all the time.
The sky is the limit, you know. We never stop dreaming, we keep on growing to really believe it possible.